What's going on, all you beautiful people? Look, we want to spread a bit of positivity this first episode because the world's gone to shit. But that's alright, it's been going to shit all year. We've got Westy.
Sorry, I was taking a sip of my drink. Howdy, how are we?
Phineas.
Hello, my beautiful people.
And finally, Brand the Broken.
G'day.
Boys. So what's up?
That felt weird.
Yeah,
The intro being so nice, so positive.
Not throwing out curse words.
Kill yourselves.
Fucking cunt.
No.
Dude, do you know what I found the other day? Well, actually, I was shown the other day. You know Cole's spouse? One of the fucking
The
Cole
twins.
brothers. Yeah, the twins. Liza was showing me that he has a private Instagram where he takes photos of people taking photos of him. And he calls it camera duels. And his idea is that he wants to get the photo before they get the photo of him. And every single one has like these cooked little captions underneath it.
I love that.
Yeah,
Isn't he?
absolutely.
He's a bit of a photographer himself, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a real artsy guy. Real artsy guy.
So who is he?
Yeah, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
No. Oh, like I know it, but I've never seen it.
He's one of the twins off that. And then he...
One of them was on like Riverdale.
Riverdale. Yeah.
No, I never
Cole was
watched
the
it.
one on Riverdale. It's actually a pretty decent show.
Quite a nice looking fella. Quite an attractive bloke.
Do you know he was the Ross's son in Friends?
Yeah, dude. When I was
Wait,
watching
what?
Friends like a few months back, I noticed that. I was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, he's like 5, like 4 or 5 or some shit. He looks cooked.
Doesn't he?
Is it just the one or is it the twins?
Just the one.
No, it's just one of them.
Wow.
I think Friends is a bit of an overrated show.
Oh, fuck you.
Dude, it's actually so funny. Have you watched the whole thing?
No, I haven't. But like, I think it's a good show, but it's not as good as everyone says it is. Like, it's not a Seinfeld or.
Oh, what? You think Seinfeld's better than Friends?
Oh,
I reckon
definitely.
Friends is better than Seinfeld, honestly.
I'm going to say neither of them are actually that good because they're both old. I'm not a fan of old shows.
Rick and Morty all the way.
Controversial.
Finn only does things from 2010 onwards.
Nah, 2019 onwards.
Including his women.
Oh, yeah, dude, what the fuck?
He does it, not me.
Yeah, you fucking gross cunt.
Well, speaking of young people, did you notice in the news that they might have caught Madeline killer?
Then surely that's fucking. They're just trying to add a name to the case.
Yeah, I've got to go to court tomorrow. It's a bit scary. But they haven't found the body yet, so I think I'm in the clear.
Allegedly.
It's all alleged. Circumstantial evidence. They got nothing on me.
Yeah. Do you guys still reckon the parents did it then, or?
I never believed the parents did it.
Oh, the parents didn't they drug the kids so they could like go across the street for dinner?
I haven't actually heard about this case. Could you familiarise me with what this is?
So they could afford drugs to drug their kids, but they couldn't give $50 to like a family friend's 16-year-old to look after their kids.
Yeah, well, they were doctors, so they I don't know that they had something on them, so they admitted like in court to drugging the children to go across the road for like dinner.
Beers just to get fucking wild.
I think this sounds like, obviously it's not a good parenting tactic, but I think this sounds a lot worse than it actually is, because they're doctors. They obviously know what's good to give and what's good not to. It's probably just a sleeping pill or something. I know that still doesn't make it okay, but it's still, you can sort of see where they were coming from in a deranged way. Like, I'd never do it to my kids or anything, but
I mean, if you're thinking like a psycho, you can clearly see.
really listen to the voices in your head.
Oh, shit, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know enough about the case. I just want to say they did it. It's like as soon as I started watching Tiger King, first 2 minutes, it was
Carol
Carol
Baskin.
Baskin. Yeah. Do you know they found out that her husband's will, like the late husband that was rich, that they think she fucking fed to a tiger, the will is confirmed to be doctored.
She did it.
Yeah, just recently, but it's just past the fucking statute of limitations, so they can't use it.
Oh, what the
I don't get that. Why can't you use it? It's evidence. Just like the law's dumb. Just let him use it.
There's a reason they. I can't. All right, let me find out what the fuck the go is with the statute of
Like
limitations.
I'm not a lawyer, but
But I reckon I know more than them. Let them use it.
just let
I
me
think
have
that's
one
something
page
to
in
do
the
with
rule
the
book.
evidence getting like tainted over time or some shit.
Regardless of the law, she definitely did it.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, okay. The purpose of having the statute of limitations is to prevent charges from being raised that date so far back in the past that defense against the charge is difficult and expensive. Evidence might be difficult to obtain, testimony may be clouded, and the defendant may not receive a fair trial. So it's all to do with a fair trial,
Okay.
which is probably a pretty fair enough reason.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
I know. Do you know you boys, you all know the humble light bulb. Everyone loves a little light bulb.
Just a light bulb. Is that what you're talking about? Like a
Like a lot.
Yeah, like an actual light bulb. Now the man that made it, old Ben.
nah, Thomas Edison.
Well, I saw a thing on Reddit, right? Old Benny Franklin attempted to predict the death of his competitor, Titan Leeds, which, by the way, fucking awesome name.
Is that his name?
Yeah, Titan Leeds.
Sounds like a fucking like some website or something, some tabloid, like Titan Leeds.
Yeah, well. It says, when Leeds was alive, he posted an obituary anyways, and when Leeds challenged it, Franklin insisted he was an imposter. When Leeds died in 1738, Franklin publicly commended the imposters for ending their charade.
Damn.
So in the 1700s, Ben Franklin just said, I think he's dead. And they were like, huh, this is Ben Franklin saying this.
Damn.
You know,
That's very good, because like obviously there's no one that's gonna like widely dispute it, because
Yeah.
like obviously they're not gonna have in the internet to spread their ideas and stuff like that, and he's gonna have such a bigger say than anybody else.
Yeah. And I love that, like, when the dude was like, nah, I'm not dead, I'm right here. He's like, nah, that's not him. I just find that so fucking petty. It's like, just get rid of him.
And all you've probably got is paintings of the bloke, so you don't actually know what he looks like if you've never seen him. So he's like, no, he's an imposter. Take it from me, I've met him.
Yeah, fucking earth, dude. I feel like obviously now there's so much surveillance, and like everyone just knows what you're doing, right? Like you can type something in your phone, you'll get an ad for it fucking 10 seconds later. Like back in the day, you could just get away with some outrageous shit.
Oh, couldn't you?
Yeah, there's bloody security everywhere. Like even down the main street, like of our town, there's just security cameras on like every pole, just installed.
Yeah.
A lot of security cameras, not the ones installed like there and stuff, but in houses and stuff like that, are actually fake.
Yeah.
So they're just dummies that they like. We've had to take some down before to put some lights up, and then we just reinstall it, and it's literally there's no wires to it or anything. It's just you take it down, like it's just nothing to it, and then you screw it back up into the ceiling, and it just looks like there is a camera there to scare people off.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of smart. That'd be a great deterrent for.
Yeah.
I think Cooper was telling me about them. I'm going to get one for like the front of my room, just because like the PCs are in the front lounge room.
Yeah. No, fair enough.
The blinds open all the time.
I think I might wire some actual cameras into my house at one stage.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be too expensive, but yeah.
See what Louis gets up to in the night time.
Yeah, and during the day, I'm always curious to see what my dog gets up to when I'm at work and when no one's home.
Is he
probably
like able to get in the house?
Hey?
Is he like able to get in the house?
Yeah.
Through doggy doors and shit? Yeah, okay.
I'd love to just like look back and he's just walking around on like bipedal cooking some shit up.
He's just walking around like makes a coffee.
Yeah. Oh fuck, that'd be good.
Paige
Seems
is
pretty rogue.
his name's Zebby. My girlfriend's cat's name's Zebby, and she lets him out at night a lot of the time, and he comes back sometimes like smelling like smoke, like from a fire and shit. And it's just cooked as like I wonder what he goes on, like what type of adventure he goes on when he goes out and shit. It'd be great to like see.
Oh, dude, I'd love to put a camera on a cat.
Yeah.
A family.
'Cause cats like just do whatever the fuck they want. Like, if you think about a cat, it can pretty much get wherever.
Oh, literally, they
Probably
don't bow down to anyone.
No, cats don't give a fuck. Like Liza's cat, the oldest one, he's like, I don't know how old he is now, but he just goes out at night and fucks things up. Comes back, it's like, oh, scratch on my ear. What the fuck have you been doing?
We just murdered like 10 other cats and just like pat me, feed me.
Cat serial killer still
I
on the
need
loose.
strength.
Oh shit.
I reckon there's just like secretly just a hierarchy of cats in every neighborhood that just doesn't actually, like, no one knows about, but like there's just like a power dynamic of cats in a neighborhood, and they all just go around at night and just fuck each other up
Absolutely.
just to show some authority.
Yeah, 100%. Dude. Oh,
Oh god, we got a problem with Brandon's mic.
Hang on.
we'll see what happens if he has to. Oh, I can
Yeah.
still hear you.
Yeah, it's still here.
Oh, okay. All right. That's all good.
Yeah, no, you're there.
False alarm.
Not bad.
Damn,
We just
he-
weren't recognizing you, Brandon, because
Yeah, that's what I thought. There was just like, I was like, no one's saying anything. It's either that or I'm just fucking super baked.
By the way, how'd you fuck that sentence up so bad? The only letter not in capitals is the only one that should be in capitals. It says, I think my mic stopped, but think my mic stopped is all in capitals, and then I is...
You had
Just-
caps lock on and you press shift to have a
Yeah,
uppercase letter, didn't you?
put it to a lowercase, and then...
Yeah, it had to. It's a classic play.
I was pressing enter to send the message as well, but I was hitting shift. And I kept bringing my cursor down to the next line. I was like, why won't it send? I was just smashing it. Oh, now I'm just on sticky keys.
Finn, I'll tell you what I received. You'll probably love this more than the other boys. I received my order from T2 the other day.
oh,
I do love that.
I love that.
Just so there was a tea on there. It was listed as a green tea, and I was like, it said it was one of their best teas. So I was like, fuck yeah, I've got to get this. There's a little more on the Speno side. Right.
Absolutely.
It's called Buddha's Tears.
What is tears?
Yeah, quite literally Buddha's Tears. It's a mix between green and jasmine,
Okay.
and it's fucking delicious.
Can you give me a description of what you think it is?
Oh, well, like, have you had the green tea from T2?
I have, yes. I've had green tea, I've had green rose, I've had jade mountain, I've had gunpowder.
So it's like
No,
The-
no, we're asking about teas, not fucking gunpowder, mate.
it's like the green tea mixed with like a sort of very summery flower. You know,
Yeah, I like
like
that.
just, have you ever had jasmine tea? Because it fucking tastes like jasmine tea.
I think I've tried jasmine tea.
Yeah, jasmine tea's delicious.
I've actually, I just got this description that I wrote down of a tea I had not recently, last year.
Yeah.
It was Jade Mountain. So I've given it like a review and a description. Would you like me to read it out?
Oh please.
No, actually. Next topic. No, go for it.
Anyway, so it's Jade Mountain. I gave an aroma of 4.5. This is out of 5, I believe. The taste 4.0. And then there's a description. The loose leaf tea at first smelt of a distinct yet hard to target scent. A mix of assorted bickies, popcorn, and other smells, all just confusing. All just as confusing as the last. The flavour, not surprisingly, did not impress. We were promised a green tea to take us to the Jade Mountains. However, there was no green tea to be found. Only the depressing, sickly flavour of a tormented childhood and of a 3-day bender full of alcohol, biscuits, and popcorn. So I was not impressed. It was definitely 4.5 out of 10, not out of 5.
Damn, so you gave this like a really good review with your bloody out of 5 stats, and then you just went and destroyed it in the reviews and gave it a fuck all out of 10.
Gives that false sense of security, man. I just wanted to let it relax before he fucking cut its hopes and dreams.
Like I was thinking, wow, sounds like a good tea, and then you just fucking derailed it.
Reading back, I actually thought it was a good tea as well, because that was the first time I read it since last year. It definitely wasn't. I was unimpressed by it.
Got some of that Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
It was actually really good. I loved it. Take me back. Take me back.
I would suggest the Buddha's Tears if you're feeling like a bit of green tea, because it is delicious. And like the thing that cooked me about it is like obviously you'll get tea bags and they've just got all little leaves in them and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But these are just like little circular balls, and they're literally like tea leaves fucking compacted into little balls. And then as the water, like the hot water around them, they like unfurl.
Wow, that's cool.
It's so fucking cooked.
All the teas I get from there, they're just like the bags of just loose leaf tea, pretty much.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, so this one's a bit different. A little bit different.
I honestly don't think I've had a T2 tea.
It's quite delicious, man.
You haven't lived, Brandon. You've had a tea too.
Might be an overstatement, but
I always drink them, but like they always smell too fruity.
Fruity.
You may as well
Like fruity teas.
You may as well kill yourself if you haven't had T2 tea. I believe
I
what Phin is trying to convey.
That is exactly what I'm trying to convey, Brandon.
I'd say back in 5, but that's just not going to happen. Because I know what's after that.
My personal favourite.
I'll just get off now, shall I?
Yeah,
same.
actually, yeah.
Good riddance.
He's muted himself. My personal favourite is Lamington.
Lamington.
And New York and Melbourne breakfast. They're both great as well. If
Not that big of a fan of black teas.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
I love black tea.
black
love all
teas
tea.
matter.
Yeah, Phin.
Yeah. How inconsiderate of
Sensitive
myself.
bastard.
You're one of those all teas matter guys, are you? I don't associate with you.
Dude, I'll have to get a black tea next time. I haven't had black tea in a while, to be honest. I really just like went to green and sort of haven't gone back.
I think I'm the same, actually.
Is black tea like English breakfast? Is that a black tea?
Yes.
That is black tea, yes, Brandon.
I've had that one. That one's good.
Wow.
Brandon, my respect for you has decreased significantly after this conversation.
I'm not much of a tea man. But it sounds like I might need to get into the tea drinking.
All teas matter. Look at this.
Part of the problem.
Are you more of a coffee man, Brandon?
I am a coffee
I
man.
can imagine that too.
Do you do the milk before the hot water, or with boiling water, or the boiling water first, and then?
Well, usually, like I've got a little pod machine. So in that sense, like you do put the pot in first, you press the button, and it spits it out with the hot water, which is first, and then you froth your milk, and then you put your milk in.
Okay.
Exactly.
If I were to do like an instant coffee, I think I would go the other way around. I'd put the milk in first, and then
I think you're objectively wrong. The only way to do it is water then milk. And that is the only right way to do it. There is no such thing as opinion in this matter.
Phin, when you do it, do you put your almond milk in first and then the water?
So I actually put my soy milk in first.
Oh,
Actually, not first. I put the hot water in first, and then the soy milk.
And then he cries for a little bit while he waits for his tea to cool down.
I'm the soy
It's
milk.
not actually him crying. It's just the steam. The fucking eyes. He can't handle it.
So today I bought a 24 pack of Canadian Club, and it actually came with, since it's winter, it came with a free sweater, personalized sweater, customizable sweater.
What?
and I bought it today. I got it online today, and I was thinking about what to put on it, and then I was like, all right, I'm having the podcast tonight. I know what to put on it, so I've writ Soy Boy sweater. It's coming in 3 to 4 weeks. It will.
Dude, so how did you get one like confirmed?
I just said like it was like the 24 pack was on sale as well. It was like $77 or something like that, and it said there's only 3,500 if there's any left. Like, just sign up there, and I signed up, and they still had some left.
Dude, fucking stop
nice.
it. Get me in there.
They're actually dope sweaters as well.
Are they the Christmas sweaters?
Yeah,
Yeah.
The red ones this time?
Nah, it's just blue.
Yeah,
Cool.
my brother got one of those last year.
Mm.
That's fucking saucy, dude.
Except it says it was free, and then I still had to pay $20 for shipping. So
Yeah, they always get you like
I
that.
fucking hate stuff like that. If it's free, it's free. Like, don't charge me for shipping.
Yeah, it's like you see those sites, and it'll be like, oh, get this fucking diamond necklace for free. It's gonna cost nothing. It's down for $300, and you go and the shipping's like $85.
It's a bit heavy.
Yeah.
Takes up a bit of room in the freight truck, so we got to charge $85 for shipping. Sorry.
Deal with it.
Like, get fucked. Like, just tell us up front. You got to pay for shipping, and I'd probably still be happy to do most of those things. But the fact that they just try cover it up, it pisses me off. I don't like marketing strategies.
I mean, they work half the time, but
Yeah, but I don't know.
not a fan.
Nah. So, I got myself into a real bad situation the other day. So it was Mother's Day shopping. Well, the other week it was, because this is well after Mother's Day. And I ran into one of my brother's mates who was... I saw her at Harris Scarf. And I ran into him, I was like, oh... just shopping for, just making conversation. Like, doing some Mother's Day shopping. With forgetting that his mum's passed away. And as soon as I said it, I remembered. And I was like, oh, fuck. But he did well to make it not awkward. He's just like, oh, nah, just doing some general shopping. Oh, okay, yeah, nice. I didn't know whether to address it or not, so I just didn't say anything.
Yeah.
But I thought it over for like the rest of the fucking day, because I was like, did I just ruin his day, or like, yeah.
I think the right thing to do in that situation just was to walk away, like to not.
Do a Mother's Day shopping. See you later.
And just remind them of their pain.
Yeah, no, I fucked up, because it was like the day before Mother's Day, because I'm shocking. I'm always a last minute shopper.
That would have been so awkward.
Yeah, man. But he made it not awkward. I don't like, because it's been it's been like 18 years or so since his mother died, but like it still doesn't, make it okay.
No, it
but,
never gets better.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know it was like a mistake though, and sort of just
definitely, yeah, because he knows I know, but he would just known I fucked up. But I just couldn't stop thinking that over. I'm not one to dwell on things and think it over, but with that I was like, fuck, I've really fucked up this time.
Yeah, what did I do at work? This was probably 3-4 months ago now. But a woman I work with, she was pregnant, and then like I was gone for. Why was that funny?
Gee, you got fat. That's what I'm thinking.
No, she was pregnant, and where did I go? I was working away for like 2 weeks, and anyway, I came back. And she was.
Hello?
Just drop.
Of course.
Brandon's
Well,
just
when he
dropped
came
out.
back, dude.
Love
Love
it
that
when
he was
that
up to that part of the story.
Yeah.
It's like, when I came back,
Fuck, that was like a cliffhanger. Tune in next week for the end of Brandon's story.
Well, talking about mothers, I think it is that time of the week when we bring in the porn comments.
Yours on a period.
I'll chuck in the comments now. We'll wait for Brandon or we can just go ahead until Brandon comes back in.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll wait for
Yeah.
Brandon. I've got something else I'd like to talk about.
Okay.
So, I, so when I meet people I don't know and know we'll never meet again, I sort of like to fuck with them a little bit. So what I did, I was in a town which is probably like an hour and a half away from where we live for work, and I didn't have any lunch on me, so I went and got lunch from Subway. And I was walking through, like, ordering it all, and then she wrapped up my sub and went to put a sticker on it. And I don't know why, like, I don't know why I thought of this, but I sort of stopped her. I was like, no, wait, I don't like stickers. Don't put that on there. And she gave me the weirdest fucking look, and I just stuck with it. I was like, fuck yeah, I've got her. So she just, like, walking out, I was like, she thinks I'm the weirdest cunt ever, but I'm never gonna see her again. She's probably gonna be thinking about that for the rest of the day. Like, why do they like stickers? Like, what is it about stickers that, like? But yeah, I like doing shit like that just to.
Like, what a mysterious man.
Yeah.
Who the fuck doesn't like stickers? Exactly. She goes
Yeah, I was
up
like,
and
I really made a point, like, not to put it on there. I was like, I don't like stickers. Don't put it on there.
Did you think about this the whole way during the line, or was it just like
no? It was when she went to put the sticker on. It just popped into my head. I'm like, I'm gonna fuck with her, and it just popped in, and I was like, yes, this is it.
Dude, I do love that, actually. I am all about fucking with people that you're probably not going to see again.
It's the first time I've ever done it, but I've been thinking about it for a long time. Like, I think about it all the time. I was like, fuck it, I'm never going to see her again. Like, I'll just do it. And it felt good. Like, it really did. Like, I was like, fuck yeah. Like,
I think that's a great mentality to have, because you're not going to see like half the people you know that you see in your life, or probably more than that you see in your life. So you may as well just be a fucking retard. It doesn't matter.
100%, man.
Anything you do doesn't really doesn't matter at all.
I feel like it's more than... It's sort of more than just fucking with someone. It's sort of like having that freedom. Like, in my head, it's sort of more of just having that freedom to just not give a fuck. Like, sort of training myself just to sort of, slowly stop caring what people think and just...
Because you can't really just like be like that straight away. You can't have that mentality straight away. You have to...
It's just natural to be like, oh no, like, just be sort of normal. Like, I don't actually hate stickers, if that's what you're thinking. But, I'm not fucking autistic, but I couldn't care less if there's a sticker on my sub or not. But yeah, just...
He is fucking with you. He absolutely hates stickers.
Don't send me stickers.
Oh shit! Are you back, Brian?
Yes, I think so. Sorry, I was
Yeah,
waiting
you
for
are.
it to get there. What happened? When did I drop out?
You dropped out middle story.
You were halfway through your story. She come back or something? You come back from 2 weeks away. She was pregnant.
Oh, is that right? Oh, that's alright. Fuck. It was shit as when I was telling that, like, my Discord was still open. And, like, I could see you guys there, and then, like, I finished my story and no one spoke. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I just felt really bad about myself there. I was like, oh, just no one liked my stories.
Fuck.
My computer dropped out.
I would love that if
That's
the other
gotta
three,
feel
if, like
rough.
the three of us, was just like we all were all messaging each other. I'm like, wait, don't say a fucking word.
when I finished the story, I was scrolling down in like the Discord chat to see if like you were saying shit that I couldn't see because like I scrolled up on it. I was like, what the fuck?
Man, I thought you could still hear us because we were like, as soon as you cut out, we picked up on it. We're like, oh, hello, like, are you there? And I thought you could hear us saying that, so I didn't bother messaging. But yeah, finish your story.
I just kept talking. Yeah, where was I? I walked in and she was pregnant or something. Yeah. Anyway, she was pregnant. I went away for work for like 2 weeks, and anyway, I came back and I said g'day to her in the lunchroom, and I was just making small talk with her. I was like, oh, you know, how's the baby going? And like her and the girl next to her just had like an awkward look between one another. Then she's like, oh, I lost my baby.
Oh
Like,
no.
Oh no! What the fuck?
Dude,
I was like, oh, that sucks. so
fuck, you
much.
should. You need help looking for her.
What'd you do? Like, what was your reaction to that? Because I wouldn't know what to do in that situation. Like, I'd probably be like, oh, so sorry. Like, I didn't realize.
Yeah, you just have to say, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I have legit like my facial expression changed so much. I was like, oh shit, like I'm really sorry. And then like it
Yeah.
was just awkward after that. So I was like, if you need anything, just let me know.
Did I tell you, have I told you guys about the dude at work that, like, when he speaks, his top, like, denture falls out of his mouth?
No, please do though, because I feel bad moving on to the porn comments straight after that story. So,
Because he's an absolute. Wow, this is well, not equally as depressing, but not great. He's like, I've said for the past like few months that I've been working there that this man just absolutely like he makes me fucking cringe every time I see him. Like he's just a gross looking human being. And every time he fucking speaks, it's like because the fucking denture's falling out of his mouth. And so he starts walking towards me after he's like jumped out of his truck and he's about to go home. And he's like, "Oi, Justin, come here." And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, fucking go away. And he's telling me this story. He's telling me the story about how he stopped off for a pie and he got caught by the boss and blah, blah, blah. It doesn't fucking matter a lick. And he's like, oh, I'm thinking in my fucking head, like, this dude's fucking foul. Like, please just get the fuck away from me. Just smile and wave and hopefully he fucking leaves. Just leave me alone. And he goes, oh, yeah, so my wife died 6 months ago. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh.
I've been roasting this cunt in my head and he's just telling me about his fucking dead missus. And then I was like, oh, shit. Oh, I'm sorry, man. That sucks. And he's like, yeah, got a new bird on the go, though. And I was like, what? And then at the same time, another truck driver, fucking a South African named Ronald, let's call him that. He comes over and he's like, oh, mate, how's the missus going? Got it in yet? And he just looks at him and does like the seediest fucking smile whilst the teeth are falling out of his mouth. And I'm like, okay, I gotta go. It fucking killed me because I was so disgusted, depressed, and then like shocked within a minute. Fuck, does that happen?
fuck me. That's great.
It's a brief description.
So
of
the other guy obviously knew about the dead wife and was talking about the new missus.
yeah, clearly the other one, there wasn't a whole lot of love towards her. There mustn't have been. He fucking glossed
Yeah.
over her real quick. Died 6 months back. No issue.
Already got another one on the go.
Yeah, I mean, he works quick, I'll give him that.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, but that fucking cooked me out because ever since I'm sort of like looking at him, I'm like, you're still fucking gross. No matter what I think, like, you still fucking disgust me.
Fix your dentures.
That story, I was just picturing Jeff, but with dentures, just doing LNT.
Oh, no.
It would be our version of the Jeff. Actually, no, fuck, we have a Jeff.
No, you don't.
Oh,
Yeah, Jeff stories from this.
I haven't heard mad stories about the man. He asked out the fucking reception chick on her first day of working there, and she's like 20 and he's like 40 something. But she flat out rejected him. She's like, "Oh no, it's not you." And I thought, "I'm just not looking for a boyfriend." And he's like, "Oh." And he like was telling me about something. We were up on the dock and like maybe 15 meters to your left is the reception, and it sort of goes down a few meters and then you walk off to the corner where like we can't see, and that's where like reception is. And he's talking to me, telling me about something, and like I noticed like a bit of movement out of the corner of my eye, so I sort of look towards reception and there's this young bird walking out, can't be any older than like 16. And I see him, like he's looking at me and he starts to lean back, like looking at like the definite ass area of that woman. And he's just like leaning back. And I'm like, oh yeah, so, have you done it yet? He's like, huh? He's just fucking trying to perv on this bitch. And he does it constantly. I will go and find stories about him because my sister's boyfriend, who's been working there for a fair bit longer than me, has said that he's very fucked.
Did he put his hands down his pants at all?
Imagine, dude. He just starts jacking off right in front of me. Like, oh, fuck. Time to leave.
Man, at work today, actually, like literally today. This sounds very bad coming off the pedophile stories, but it's just a story from work which reminded me of it. So there was we're at a house putting a spa in for this person, and we went at the back and we were talking to the lady. She wanted to rotate the spa, and my boss was talking to the lady, like the mother, and then her daughter was mentally disabled. So I'd say her daughter was maybe 30, 40 years old, and her mother was obviously fairly older. And as my boss is talking to the mother, the younger, like the daughter, turns to me and just goes, "Hey, yeah." And I was like, oh no. I didn't know what to say because I literally, like, not being an asshole, I literally couldn't understand her. So I looked at her and I was like, oh, sorry, what was that? And she goes, "Harry, yeah." I was like, fuck, what do I say? I was like, pardon? And then she goes, "Oh, yeah." I was like, fuck, what do I do here? So I just looked at her and I was like, yeah. Like, you know how with old people and stuff, you just nod and say yeah and smile if you can't understand them, and it usually works. Or that's what old people do to you. And but as soon as, like, after I did that, she still just kept going because obviously I didn't answer right. And I was like, fuck, what have I done here? And she goes, "Oh yeah." Oh no.
And you can only say excuse me or like sorry so many times.
And there's another conversation happening a meter away from me between the mother and my boss. So I'm trying to be as polite as possible without, like, I felt rude not being able to understand her, but obviously it was hard to understand her. So I was like, fuck, what do I do here? So I just had to say pardon again. And then my boss and the mother finish up, and then she turns to my boss and goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "Oh, I live in," and says the suburb he lives in. 'Cause I'm not going to give the suburb out that he lives in. But I was like, how the fuck did you just understand her? Like, obviously, I think because I just rocked up to the job and he'd been there for a while. So obviously he'd gotten used to how she talks.
He's been
stuff.
trying to figure it out all day.
Yeah, and he just instantly knew what she said. And I was like, how the fuck did you know? I felt like the biggest asshole. But, like, I couldn't understand her at all. And then, yeah, I just sort of, I know it sounds bad, but I sort of steered clear of her for the rest of the job because I just didn't want that interaction again where I felt like I was just making her feel bad, even though she was just smiling the whole time. Probably didn't realise I didn't know what she was on about, but yeah.
Dude, how, like, I know it's obviously super offensive, but what if you just went, "Hang it,"
I just went, "Ugh."
and she's just like, "Oh, I'm fine, thank you." What the fuck?
She just goes, "Pardon me?"
Oh, I'd fucking love that. Do we get onto the old favourite segment of the week?
Yeah, I'm pretty horny after that one.
I like that a lot. All right, so Justin, are you going to start off with the?
Oh, yes, I can.
first
Okay,
one?
so I feel like we've got a couple here that don't mean a fucking thing.
So I haven't read back of them, but I had a couple just before because I got them a couple of weeks ago, and a lot of them don't mean a fucking thing. But
Yeah, that's all right. So I'm going to go for Shiny Magikarp with literally a picture of Shiny Magikarp, so respect. He literally just says, "Carp, carp, carp."
Damn.
That'd be you.
I'm gonna guess with the shiny Magikarp, it's gonna be some squirting, bit of splash happening. But then we've got Angela G, a verified Pornhub account, says "good so video," and then 3 brackets and 3 love heart faces. So that literally makes no sense to me.
yeah. Below that as well, a reply from Priam says "evolve useless," which definitely Magikarp's fucking useless. I think that's what she was
But
right.
the evolution's good. Gyarados is
Oh,
one of the best Pokemon out there.
Gyarados has that huge dick.
Not as big as Winston from Overwatch.
fucking hate when he did.
Fuck you. I was like, we were playing Overwatch before this podcast, and I'd honestly say Winston is one of my favourite characters from any video game.
He is fucking. I just have a great memory of one of our old mates, Zave, who is quite a vulgar man.
Yeah.
And all he just kept saying the entire fucking night we were playing in the beta, he just go, "Oh, big Winnie cock, big Winnie cock."
And
He'd say that.
I was in Zave's maths class in school, and I sat with him, and I remember the Overwatch beta being out because he just constantly talk about Winston and just say like "fuck that shit," and yeah,
He's such a funny guy.
he is. Yeah.
Sorry, Brent, go ahead.
Alrighty, back to the porn comments. So a new comment from Penis Farts is
Underrated.
poo poo pee pee. I like boobies. That's from
Bastard.
Great comment, by the way.
Yeah,
Okay.
quality.
So
13 likes on that comment.
my
Deserves more.
my boy, the Band Lord, who is also a verified account, looks like he's really getting some action in that photo.
Damn, his profile picture is him just porking some bird from Doggy.
It said, "Have you ever had chili cheese fries in Detroit?" Space question mark.
And in reply to that, guest 44 says no, can't have shit in Detroit.
Luke Longley after that had says,
The NBA player Luke Longley.
Chicago Bulls center, 96, Luke Longley.
says never been to Detroit.
Bullshit.
He's definitely been to
He went
Detroit.
up against those bad boy Pistons.
Yeah.
So the next comment is from Van Hawk 1990. It says, "Nice one, Pop. Thank you."
Damn. He's got pictures of two popes as his profile
I
picture too.
I think what he was going for there was Pope. Thank you.
Maybe, but I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we take the profile picture into account because maybe he wasn't.
Oh, okay, here we go. This one might actually give us a bit of insight. Well, not really. It's from Dr. Holiday 811, who says, "I never realised how dangerous beds were before I came to this site. There really should be more bed design regulation." I love a man that's passionate about bed design regulation.
Got to be some hardcore shit, man.
That's that last one from Dr. Phil for real
Damn.
that you can read, Ollie. This is the last comment that
So
I
we've
have.
got the real Dr. Phil here. Says,
He looks
damn.
like
Yeah, so the profile picture is Dr. Phil, photoshopped with
Caitlyn Jenner.
long brunette hair with a fedora on his head.
White fedora.
White fedora, yeah, so put that in your head. And the comment says, damn, this is hot, but not as hot as my teenager.
So I know absolutely nothing about what's going on in this video, but I know Luke Longley loves anal gapage. So I'm gonna have to go for that. That's gonna be my punt.
So I'll give you a hint. The fourth, the fourth screenshot that I put in there that you said,
Phil.
Justin. No, the one before that.
Dr. Holiday.
Yeah, that does have a little insight into what the video is.
The dangerous beds.
I think it's
Oh, is it like a stepsister gets stuck in under bed? And then fucked by a guy. Anal by brother.
I reckon it's a stepmom. I reckon
Is a stepmom dumb enough to get stuck under a bed though? Like a stepsister definitely.
Doesn't matter. You can make up fucking anything in porn.
yeah.
Stepdad stuck under bed, well, brother, son, fuck.
You could say step baby gets stuck under bed and get views. Porn's fucked nowadays.
I mean, I'd watch it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be my proudest wank, but
Not my worst either.
Or
You got your Eagle Piggle sex.
We're starting production on our Eagle Pickles sex toys in the coming weeks.
fuck, man, I actually want to do that. Especially after seeing those Minion sex toys.
Yeah, actually. I mean,
Yuck,
got to be
fuck
done.
that.
big revenue there.
Big revenue, huge. It's got there's a official, no, not official, but someone's actually made sex toys from A Bug's Life, the slug from there, into a fleshlight. So I think we were onto something, and it was episode 3, I think.
Yeah, it was quite.
Yeah, it was
Hey,
early
dude,
on.
why would you pick the fucking slug from A Bug's Life?
Yeah.
Eagle Piggle's so much more fuckable. I agree. Like,
Then
so-
what's the first thing you would choose? Like if you could have it, like a kid's toy.
Jesse from Toy Story.
Ooh, not Bo Peep.
Nah.
Rex from Toy Story. It's like those short arms makes my dick look bigger. Also want to fuck a dinosaur. you reckon you'd fuck a dinosaur if given the chance? It like it
Yes.
can't hurt you at all.
Hey?
Absolutely not.
It cannot hurt you at all. You just get
Um,
happy away with a
I
dinosaur.
don't think so.
definitely.
How many people can fucking say they fucked a dinosaur?
Especially
People
balls
would
deep.
say I fucked it.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
that's-
Imagine the fucking kids it brings out be like the dragon donkeys from fucking Shrek.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, can't let it be foul.
Be fucking hot.
Oh, boys, you know, you lads were talking about dreams on like the third episode, was it?
Yep, third, I think. Yeah.
I had a cooked dream like the other day, and it was the first one I've had in probably a couple of years that was like really vivid, and I actually remembered it.
What was it?
Well, all right. So it was me and my girlfriend were sitting in a place called Spice Temple, Melbourne, which is like a fancy Melbourne restaurant. Right, we're waiting for our meals, and
So
there's
just a real quick recap before this happens.
yeah,
Justin loves to talk about Spice Temple.
I do. Yeah,
It was a constant topic for about a couple of weeks, I'd say, where he couldn't stop talking about Spice Temple and how good it was.
if anyone brings it up, I will speak about it for 40 minutes minimum.
Hours, yeah. It's
So book in your next 40 minutes. But actually, when we were there, there was a group of guys, like 6 of them, all on the same table, and they kept fucking with the light above them. Like it was just a single globe, and they ended up actually smashing the light, like whilst we were eating dinner. So yeah, that fucking killed me. But these dudes, right, same guys, were off to our left, right? So I'm just sitting there having like a nice little sippy of the wine, right? And this old Asian couple go down the restaurant a bit, and there's like a fam at the back that looked familiar, and like a guy sitting on his own, right? We got our entrees, which for some reason happened to be like full T-bone steaks. And I was like having a little nibble of that, boy. And there was all this noise in the restaurant, and then suddenly it all just stops. The dude on his own gets up and walks to the kitchen door, and then suddenly there's no one else in the restaurant. And I'm like, wow, okay,
So
what the
now,
fuck?
is it just you and the dude?
No, it's just man lies. And so
Oh,
I'm like,
right.
so I'm curious. So I get up and I go after the guy who went into the kitchen, right? And as I walk through, it's essentially like a giant arcade. But if you picture Crown Casino floor, but filled with arcade machines rather than like all the casino games.
Oh.
And I was like, wow, this is fucking crazy, right? And so I'm like trying to look around for this dude, and I find him standing next to a 100-meter track, and at the end of it, there's a basketball ring. So he hands me a basketball, and I run down the track, and jump up, dunk it, and then run back to the guy, and he's like, come with me. I'm thinking in my head, like, what the fuck is going on here? So he walks out to a balcony, hands me his hat, and then steps over the balcony and flies off in a sleigh, and he was Santa the entire time. And then I woke up, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And then I realized the dreams don't make any sense.
That's
Not at all. Yeah.
Yeah, I just couldn't deal with it, dude.
Yeah.
You couldn't
I
even.
wish I had dreams that vivid.
Well, that was like I said, the first one I've had in like 2 or 3 years where I fully remembered like the entire thing, and I like if I think about it, I can still see it.
Wow. Dreams are like one of them things that if you keep writing them down and shit and like keep, I guess, practicing, like remembering. I don't know what to call it, but practicing remembering, you can like remember them more easily and more vivid.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Like I don't have dreams that much. Like that was like really rare for me. So when it happened, I was like, "Fuck yeah, that's huge."
So, I missed most of that because I went and pissed. I don't know if you heard,
Did you take us with you? Did
but
you?
I took yous with me, but without telling yous. But I don't know if it worked or not. I just quickly changed the output to my
Yeah,
headphones and.
Not gonna lie, I also went and took a piss, so it was definitely just Brandon listening to you.
Oh, was it? Because I was so close to going to go take a piss, and then I saw someone put in the chat. I got a piss real quick. I was like, "Fuck, I can't leave Justin and one other person." But if I had have, like, it would have just been Justin. Well, I disconnected.
What if I can be like, "Oh, that's my dream"? You both be like, "Yeah, cool." Duh.
Sick. So you ran 100 meters and dunked and Santa Claus.
That was the really exciting part of the dream I got done.
Yeah, because you couldn't. Yeah.
I definitely can't get up now.
But did we ever get the porn?
No, we
Thing,
didn't.
right.
Just before we go on to the next topic, what are your final answers?
I reckon it's anal Gabe.
Mine's stepmom under bed, but then gets onto the bed and pounded on the bed, and the bed breaks because she's being pounded so hard.
Jesus.
I'm very curious.
Who
Ollie
was
was in this porno?
closest
Ollie.
to this?
I don't believe that at all, Ollie, that you actually got. I'll chuck the title in now. It's quite ridiculous that you actually. picked
No,
that
man.
From what we had.
What the fuck?
Like, that's.
No fucking way. No, I promise you. I swear to God, I never ever saw that title.
What the fuck? So this is the title. The title is.
When we were explaining, didn't I say that as well? Did I say that at the start?
You said sepsister is what
Oh, true. Oh, you got mum. Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, so the title is Hot Stepmom is Fucked While Stuck Under the Bed, and then the name of the person.
Oh, fuck.
Man, so how I deciphered this was they said something about the durability of beds, and then Dr. Phil, the real Dr. Phil, said this is not as hot as my teenager. So I thought it's not a teenager then, so it's got to be a mum. And if they're talking about beds being destroyed, I'm thinking, and then someone said someone getting stuck under a bed, and I thought that makes sense. So I thought stepmom stuck under bed, but then how are you going to break the bed while she's under it? So she obviously gets out and then gets pounded on the bed and breaks the bed because she's getting pounded so hard. That is literally my thought process for this whole thing.
I couldn't believe that. That's like you pretty much hit the nail on top of the head right there.
Fuck me.
Very well.
Absolute porn connoisseur.
Yeah.
Absolute porn.
I've actually been very good at this game so far, and I swear to God, honest to God, I haven't cheated. But
Westy has a
I think-
photographic memory specifically for porn.
Yeah.
exactly,
watched
it's not
every
something I'm
single
proud
one
of,
of it.
but I definitely
It is my
didn't cheat.
talent.
I definitely didn't cheat the porn comments game. That's I'm not that fucking desperate. But Phin has sent the link in here, so I will play some audio from the clip for you. So here we go. I'll skip through a little bit.
So fucking stupid. I slept on the bed. I should just chill.
No.
Bang my head.
You're stuck in the bed?
Yeah. Can you just help me out, honey? just grab on his butt and pull, okay?
Really stuck?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you're really
So at the
stuck.
moment she's just bent over under the bed with her G-string, and that's it. There's no way she could be stuck.
Pull. Ready?
That?
Oh!
Okay, I skipped a little bit.
Oh.
I'm pulling. I'm trying to get you out.
Oh, that's it. Pull.
So now he's just got his dick in her.
Sweetheart, I don't think that's helping mommy
I think
very
that's
much.
enough. Is that?
Hang on, let's just go.
Big hero, you really are my superhero.
Is everything okay?
Yeah. Honey, did you?
Come in me.
Okay, that's okay. You know what?
I think he came in her.
This is a time.
Yeah, so that's that's the porn comments game for the week.
Congratulations to Ollie for winning.
Yeah.
I feel like we might have to have prizes for whoever wins.
I genuinely don't know how I got that.
Oh, because like you were actually spot on pretty much with your description.
I don't think they broke the bed though. From what I just saw, flicking
That's
through the video, they did not break the bed. She was just stuck under it the whole time.
correct. Yes.
So I was partially right, but
It's
close
very
enough.
large.
Ollie deserves a shot right now.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Oh, dude, I've got 2 shots next to me ready for this pod.
Yeah, we didn't preface that this is a drinking episode, and me, Ollie, and Brandon are drinking.
because Justin's got to drive in the morning. I've got a very oversized shot here. It's probably like half a glass. So it's butterscotch schnapps. A very good drink if you've never had it.
I've heard of schnapps.
Yeah, I've never actually had it.
Butternut snack. That sounds fucking
Ooh.
delicious.
That's pretty smooth, actually.
Give us a little description of the aroma and the taste and the.
So basically, it does taste like butterscotch, like a butterscotch lolly or something. But it's got that. It's pretty smooth, but it's got a slight burn afterwards. But yeah, that's good.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't actually know what butterscotch is.
It's maybe like a Werther's original or a Fantail or something. It sort of tastes a little bit like that,
Okay,
but not as chocolatey.
Alright.
So
I know what a Fantail is.
something along the lines of that.
Damn. Have you boys? Did you boys scroll Reddit much?
A little bit.
Often, occasionally.
They have a thing that they've done. It would have been in the past year or so, and it's fucking r/ like Reddit sessions or something. It's a subreddit, and it's like it'll just show up in your feed, and it's just people doing shit randomly, like live, like just whatever the fuck you're doing. Doesn't matter what it is.
It's RPAN.
Is that it?
Public Access Network.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking awesome. Like, I just went past and this chick's just shredding Pink Floyd fucking tracks. There's a dude juggling while, like, standing on top of a bike that he was riding.
Yeah.
With, like, no hands whilst he's juggling shit.
Man, I went on one the other day and it was... Like, I was just scrolling through Reddit, I was drunk. And I was scrolling through and then there was just this guy, like, he was doing original songs, like, songs of his own, but just riffing on a electric guitar. And holy fuck, he was good.
Yeah,
like, I really want to find out
awesome.
his name, but I'll never find out again. But I was on there for about half an hour just watching him just shred. Like, just riff on this guitar, and fuck, it was good.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking sick. I'm a big fan of it. I wasn't sure when they, like, brought it out, but all the stuff I've seen has just been like, huh.
Man, I think when it first came out, there was this clown cooking. And it was just people wearing clown masks and cooking... just cooking recipes. It was just fucking disturbing, but yeah. It was one of the most popular things on there at the time.
I fucking love that. I'm all about it.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't actually scroll through Reddit too much, but as soon as you Justin, do you remember that video that you sent me? I think a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. That's the best subreddit on the
me on a
site
train.
by far.
What was the subreddit? I forget what it was called. It was like
r/unexpected.
yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh, it was
Just the endings of every single one of those videos. It's just like, huh. Didn't fucking see that coming.
not at all.
Yeah, that one's fucking fantastic. There's a dude, Westy, he's got a skateboard on top of a car, does like some crazy fucking trick. Jumps off the car, crazy trick, starts like going around.
Like the car.
Kickflips off the car, not a crazy trick. He's like doing like a circle around, like just staring at the camera, and then just dives through backwards into the window.
Then just jumps off the skateboards backwards.
And Phin was like, "Oh, that was a cool trick." I was like, "Did you see the ending?" He's like, "Oh." He's like, "Oh."
Yeah. I love shit like that.
Dude, Reddit's fantastic. I love it. I love seeing
It's
this.
good, but it's also fucking cringe sometimes.
Oh, dude, I love the cringe subreddits. Sad cringe is one of the best subreddits
No,
there is.
but like just the comments, man. Like you can predict what the comments in some things are gonna be.
Oh yeah.
Like you have like someone puts r/ and then writes a sub name of like what the video is, and then someone goes r/ subs that I fell for.
Yeah,
Someone
that's
goes,
yeah. not
I
the
fell
best.
for that too.
Nah.
And it's just
So-
fucking. It's just piss off.
I haven't been able to like get on Reddit like on my phone for the last month. Like when I open up my app, it just doesn't like refresh anything, and like I've uninstalled it and installed it like a dozen times, and it still just doesn't work.
Yeah, okay.
It's
Damn,
got
that's-
it's got the black symbol at the moment, which actually I fuck with it. It's obviously supporting the Black Lives Matter thing with George Floyd and all that. But
The big companies are getting around it, which is good.
yeah, no, I actually like the look of it a lot better too. So I reckon they should stick with that, but who knows?
Yeah.
Just real quick, I don't know if I've told you boys, but I I was going to tell you in the last podcast, but it's been a couple of weeks since we recorded it. But I've actually recently started TikTok.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the account is called No Longer Soy Boy, and it consists of just me sitting down and drinking a glass of milk once a day, every day, and that's it. I have a voiceover of it. It's like day 1, drinking a glass of milk to rid my body of lactose intolerance, and that's it. Just every day. Day 2,
Is this like a John drinks water?
that's actually the inspiration where I got it from.
Oh, okay.
So we had the podcast where we talked about John drinks water, and I was like, wow, I could just drink milk on TikTok and I'll get famous. It hasn't been that way yet, but
Speaking of John drinks water, I'm actually going to message him and see if he wants to come on the podcast. So stay tuned for that. If it's not next week, we probably won't get him on, but I'll keep you posted.
I really fucking
I'd love to
I'm
see the
real keen
boy
to see
on
if
the-
that
on the
happens.
pod.
That could be some quality conversation, I think.
Oh, absolutely. Would we have him on for the whole podcast, the whole hour and a half or hour and whatever?
Oh, definitely. John can fucking... We'll get some real filthy would you rathers ready for him. Some real heated, like, controversial debates, and yeah, I'm keen to hear John's views on things.
Absolutely.
John's just a fucking savage. Just an absolute fucking animal of a man.
Oh
Yeah.
no, doubt. No,
See how
doubt.
many glasses of water he can drink in like a minute.
Damn, maybe that's what we do.
We kill John drinks water from drowning himself with too much water.
Damn. Well, that's the goal. That's the real goal, boys.
Oh, definitely. I was also thinking of starting a streaming channel for Goldilocks and the 4 Clocks. And even a gaming channel too. So I've just ordered a new PC the other day, and I'm just about to start building it. But basically I'll just start a streaming channel, stream off that PC, and hopefully we play some games together. Like we said we would a while ago, but we just haven't been able to get around to it yet.
No.
But yeah, I'll probably keep you posted as well. And the cameras, as we said a while ago too, the video podcast, they'll be coming soon. It's taken a long time to get these cameras through. Schmidt's ordering them through his work so we can get them cheaper, but the manufacturer's just taking ages to get them. So yeah,
I know.
be a
Will
while
fun.
off with those.
Will be good to put some gameplay up.
Yeah, I think
that's
so,
gonna be
because it'll be good
fantastic.
fun. So do we wrap it up there? Because Justin's got to go.
Can we wrap it up there?
If you boys, oh my fucking god! Speaking of Reddit, I just saw.
With a bit of a you lovely succulent ball stack looking motherfuckers.
Ooh.
Yeah. Never ball sack described as succulent.
Well, wait until you see mine, Justin, then you'll understand this.
I've seen yours, Phin. I can say actually there's one word to describe it. Yeah. Well, thank you, everybody.
That's it. Fuck you, cunt.
I'll take a shot for the final outro of episode 20
19.
something? 19?
19. Yeah.
Oh no, we got this wrong as fuck last time we guessed too, so cheers boys, and salada.
Wow.
See you, lads.